Sorry, I thought I had a weird hair thing going on, but no, it's Monday Live with the Creativity Cave. I'm Dina Rico, and I'm super excited to see you. Gotta get my... Goodness, we gotta get my Stampin' Lips. I'm throwing things all over the place. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing well and had a wonderful weekend. Sorry. Ah. Well, hello to Kim's daughter, granddaughter. The comment disappeared before I could see her name. Ariana, hello. Welcome to our Monday Live. I am so excited to have you all here today, wherever you're coming from. In fact, let me know where you are tuning in from. I always love seeing where everybody is in the world. There is Wendy from beautiful Minnesota, and Patricia is from Poughkeepsie. It's the most awesome place to say. Laura is in Michigan. Oh, I love seeing where everybody comes from. We often have people who are tuning in from all over the world, which is really cool. And I am super excited to share with you all kinds of fun stuff today. Of course, it's New Catalog Eve, which is always an exciting time. The new catalog launches tomorrow, which is a really awesome thing, because who does not love new catalog awesomeness? I know I do. I've got some fabulous projects for you today. I am really excited about what I've got. A little bit of everything for you, which is going to be so much fun for, I hope, all of you guys. But it is such a great it's such a great time of the year when the new catalog comes out, right? So Debbie says she's dying for it to go live. I know, I understand. I feel the same way. I cannot wait to get the new in color ribbon. That's actually one of the things that's at the top of my list. The other thing is we have a new large alphabet die set and banners, and that is one of the things I'm super duper duper excited about. I see so many possibilities with that, so I can't wait. Oh, we even have somebody watching it on a plane. That's so exciting. I love that. Jean is watching in a plane. You have to tell us where you are somewhere. What time does ordering start? Joy, depending, Joy, I want to say you're on the East Coast, so it would start at 11 p.m. your time. Because I believe you're on the East Coast. It is midnight Stampin' Up time. Now, I'm pretty sure that's true. So if you stay up till midnight and it doesn't actually launch, then don't be mad at me. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do, because I have a bunch of orders to place. Oh, you're in Central. Or are you in, Joy, are you in Minnesota? Am I getting that all wrong? Hi, Julie Braby from Evansdale, Iowa. I should know, my goodness. Let's see. I'm going to quick check. Let's see if I can find the actual time. Sometimes it tells us and sometimes it doesn't. Let me just check on that for you all, because actually I'm curious to know that too, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I want to say on an annual catalog, it's maybe up by 3 a.m.-ish. But because there's, you know, a lot more to switch over. But I could be totally just talking crazy. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to sign in. This takes a hot second. I always laugh at my phone recognizing my face. Sometimes it does a really good job at recognizing that, and sometimes it does not. Okay, so let's see here. Happening now. Product releases. Blah, 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 blah. Um, ordering starts at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. Mountain Time, or AKA Stampin' Up time. So so Joy, if you're in Central Time, it is 1 a.m., which is a lot. I don't know. I don't think I can do 1 a.m. Like stay up that late. I've realized recently I'm pretty old. Like I feel old every day. And I know y'all are going to be like, stop. I don't know what it is. I feel like it just it's like I don't know. Okay, I had something funny to tell you today too, and because I'm so old I can't remember what it was. Oh, I don't know. But I will say that Monday is like this Monday has been the Mondayest Monday of all Mondays. It's just been one thing after another. Um, so yeah. Is there any other time than Stampin' Up time? Yes, Jill, there is. It's called Kelly time. So Kelly, Barb, and I obviously do lots of stuff together. Kelly and I are in Central Time and Barb's in Mountain Time or Stampin' Up time. And we talk, everything we do is in Kelly time because she can't do the time zones. And honestly, it's really funny because I feel like I totally could do the time zones. And then every once in a while, I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm getting it all wrong. So I don't know. But that just kind of makes me giggle. There is another time, it's called Kelly time. We lovingly refer to Central Time as Kelly time. All right. Wendy said the new product launch party has been so great so far. Looking forward to the bingo. Well, thank you so much, Wendy. I love hearing that. We put a lot of love into this event, and glad that you're enjoying it. It is so much fun to put and plan all of this stuff for you, until Facebook is mean to you. Facebook hasn't been mean to me in quite a while, but man, when they're mean, they are mean. So I don't know if you guys knew this. Probably you probably wouldn't necessarily know this, but a whole bunch of demonstrators had problems with Facebook removing times. So that was really annoying. Cheryl asked what time is the Stamp Happy party. That is on, it's on the Stamp Happy website under Stamp Happy Party. And it is, I don't know what time it is off the top of my head. I want to say 7 p.m. Central, but I'm not positive. So I would check the time. And you should have gotten an email about it today. Also, okay, so with the new catalog launch party, there is going to be, of course, bingo on Friday night, and you can join us for bingo by registering for a make and take packet. I've got a link in the description of this video. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We are going to play 6 games of bingo. We have 3 make and take projects that we're going to demonstrate during the bingo evening. And we have over $450 in prizes to give away. And so it is going to be such a great event. Make sure you are registered. And it really helps us if you register like right away. And the reason I say that is we want to order everything for bingo tomorrow. So it really helps us if you're registered before tomorrow. So we hope you can join us. It's going to be such a fun time. We have included in your make and take packets for the new catalog, you will get a PDF for all 9 projects. You'll get all the pre-cut cardstock for those 9 projects, and you'll get all kinds of fabulous new catalog goodies. We've got some designer series paper, some ribbon, embellishments, you know, all the good stuff. And we would really love to have you be a part of that event. Now the PDF is like supersized. It's got all kinds of really fun stuff in it. Of course, the photos and dimensions and video links, lots more inspiration than just the projects that we create. So it's really worth it to get this PDF, which of course comes with the make and take packet. If you are a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber, it will also be posted on the Stamp Happy Academy website, so it's going to be really amazing. I can't wait. I'm so excited that you guys are looking forward to it. We have really, we always love putting this together, and it's just a lot of fun. We like to pack as much fun into this event as we can. So I think Friday is going to be a lot of fun. So lots happening this week. There just really is all kinds of good stuff happening, which I love. I love when there's good stuff happening on a new catalog launch week. I'm trying to think of the funny story I had to tell you. I do have a second funny story. Carl had like an athletics awards dinner thing last night that they had to dress up for, and bless his heart, he had a tie. He looked so cute. He has like a sport coat, and he wore a tie last night, and I said, did you tie your tie all by yourself? And I was waiting for his reply, and I thought, if he did, he's a man, and if he didn't, he's still working towards it. Not that that means you're a man, but I thought that was kind of funny. And the answer was no. So he did not tie it by himself. But I'm pretty sure that's like only maybe the second or third time he's even needed to tie a tie. So I don't know. I will tell you how I learned how to tie a tie. When I was in college, I worked at the Olive Garden, and we had to wear ties, like a white button-up shirt with a tie. And so I learned how to tie ties that summer, which I think is kind of funny. Anyway, gosh, what was the story I was going to tell you? Did we talk about 1923? I feel like maybe we did. I can't remember. I bet we did. 1923. I think that's what it is. I think we must have talked about it then. Okay, what else? Oh, I knew I should have wrote this down because it was a really good topic too. Darn it all. That makes me mad when I can't remember such good things like that. It means he's focused on study and not ties. I think he's focused on running. Only because the studying is really easy for him. He's really got about he's really got his dad's brain, and so I think school's coming very easy to him. But he's the kind of person where he reads it or sees it once and remembers it like forever, which is really handy. I think that'll be good and will serve him well. But yeah, it's interesting watching him in school. He's doing very well, and we're really proud of him, but it's also fun to see the stuff he struggles with, which is not necessarily what you would think. So anyway, it's just kind of fascinating to watch him grow up. So anyway, what is he studying? He is pre-med, so I think his major is like something, probably biological sciences, but it might be called something else anyway. So so like right now he's taking biology, chemistry, physics, and English. And I think English is probably his hard class. Let's see. Will he be home for the summer? Yes, he is going to be home. He comes home. This is kind of, I don't know if this is good or bad, but he comes home while we're on our vacation. And, oh, I know what I was going to tell you too. My daughter is having surgery. She's got actually a rather large polyp in her nose, or sinus or nose or whatever. And she's been having all kinds of trouble with it. And it's really been giving her some trouble with breathing and all kinds of things. Anyway, so she needs to have it removed, because if she doesn't, it can like cause damage to her bone structure in her eyeball and this area. So anyway, she's having surgery, and so she was gonna watch the dogs till Carl got home from school, and now she can't. And so let's just say there's a little panic here at the house, trying to figure that out. I think I found a place. I called my vet. The lady who used to watch the dogs, or has in the past, when we didn't have them, she now has a brand new baby, so she can't watch them. And she already has 3 dogs. I think five dogs plus a newborn would be a bit much, but at any rate, I think I found a place. Fingers crossed that it will work. I love these like issues that pop up at like the last minute while you're trying to get ready. And so, Margaret, the make and take info, the link is in the description of this video that you're watching right now. And it was on the Facebook group, the kickoff group, until Facebook got mean and decided to remove a whole bunch of posts this weekend. So that was really annoying. Okay, let's see. Laura would watch them if I brought them to Pittsburgh. I know that's a little bit out of our range to make happen this week. So actually, I'm happy she's having surgery because she's been having so much trouble, and I'm really proud of her too, because one of the things that happened was she had gone to the doctor, and I don't think she's found herself like a regular doctor since she moved, like since she graduated from college. And the first doctor she went to told her to try a different allergy med. And I thought maybe she was having like issues with just like a recurring sinus infection that wasn't getting, resolved. And then it turns out that it was this huge polyp. So I'm really glad she trusted her instinct, and she just like, instead of even trying to get a referral, she just made an appointment for an ENT and figured out how to do all of that. And so that was really cool. I was really excited that she figured that out. Okay. Let's see. Did Facebook give a reason? No. Well, yes, but they gave, I would say, a stupid reason. It was a cyber security thing. And it was related to collecting personal information because we have registration links for things. So like they think we're trying to coerce people into giving out their personal information, which is obviously not what we're doing. So well, and then the really frustrating part is I don't know exactly which posts they pulled down. They pulled a whole bunch of posts down. I could see 1 or 2 of them. One of them was the schedule for our event. We got that back up, but anyway. Okay, I see you guys are going back and forth on the time. Remember, you're not all in the same time zone. I can't tell you that information because I don't have it off the top of my head, but we sent an email out about it earlier today. It's also posted under the Stamp Happy Party tab of the Stamp Happy Academy website. So you can double check that. And then again, remember, not everybody's in the same time zone. So just double check for that. Okay. All right, friends. Well, I think we've chit-chatted for a good amount of time. Oh, I hope I can remember what my story was. Darn it all. I hate when that happens. As I mentioned, I have a really lovely selection of projects to share with you today. And I also realized that I did not clean up my table very well. So I'm going to quickly do that. And then we are going to get started. Like I said, very excited about my projects. We've got a lot of fun new things coming out, which I think you guys are going to really enjoy in this new catalog. And some of those things are online exclusives, and some of them are in the catalog. Both online exclusives as well as the catalog launch tomorrow or tonight, depending on where you live and how late you stay up. But it's going to be a really awesome event. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think you guys are going to love and enjoy all the new things. I say that because I feel like they did a good job of having something for everyone, if that makes sense. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to flip my camera around here as I kind of quickly pick up all my goodies. Because I did make a little bit of, I always make a mess when I stamp. Are you a clean stamper or a messy stamper? I'm always kind of a messy stamper. Ready for the drawing for the April challenge. Ooh, you know, that is today. But it's not going to happen. I just realized it's today, and I think it's because the new catalog hasn't started. I'm still stuck in April land. Darn it. Thank you for the reminder, Melanie. No, it's not happening today because I don't have the tickets written out. Gosh, and nope, I don't have the tickets written out. Okay, so we'll do it. Either I'll do a special one or we'll do it next week. I'm so sorry about that. Gosh. That means you have a little more time to get entered if you didn't already. So there you go. Oh, darn it. Okay. Oh, I love hearing that you guys are messy. That makes me happy because that is 100% how I am. 100% how I am. Okay, so let me flip my camera around. Okay. Oh, this thing. Okay, I think I got it. Phew! All right. So, well, actually, before we get stamping, we've got some announcements to make. So, first off, the make and take packets, including bingo, are going to feature the Cheers and Sips, Notes and Totes, and Blooming Phrases stamp set. And your packets will include all kinds of fun goodies. If you, sorry, all my stuff is out of order. If you haven't already joined the new catalog launch party, oh my goodness, we are just halfway through. There's still so much stuff coming up. And of course, everything that we've done so far has recordings that you can come back to and double check or rewatch whenever you would like. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think you're going to enjoy this event if you aren't already in it. It will be a lot of good times coming. Okay, so that is the make and take packet. Again, includes bingo. That's happening this Friday night. Please make sure to get registered. I would love to have you join the fun. Let's see. Stamp Happy Party. The Stamp Happy Party is happening. Ooh, I do have 6 p.m. Central. That was our first one. So I feel like that's what time it is. Again, an email went out today. It's on the Stamp Happy Academy website for those of you who are subscribers. You can get invited to this party by either being a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber or purchasing $35 or more in my online store the month before. So if you did a $35 or more order during the month of April, you are invited to the May party happening on Wednesday night. And again, if you are a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber, you will also be invited. There is a link to this on the Stamp Happy Academy website under that Stamp Happy Party tab. Don't forget, we have fabulous ordering perks. When you order, you get 10% back in Stampin Rewards from Stampin Up on orders of $20 or more. You get a Stamp Happy Party invitation that happens the following month. So if you order in May, you'll get a invitation for the June party. They're typically the second Wednesday of the month, but this month we had to switch it because of our incentive trip, which we will be leaving for next week. Yay. And then if you spend $50 or more, you will get the All-Star Video Class Bundle, which is featuring the beautiful gallery suite. And we're going to make a project with this today. I will also have a blog hop on Wednesday with another project for this. So this is one of those suites that kind of caught me by surprise when I first saw it. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, that's all right. But then I started working with it and oh goodness, I like it a lot. And you're going to see the paper that is in this suite is just phenomenal. It's very, very beautiful. And I'm using probably my second favorite pattern today. So watch for that project. Again, we have a starter kit special that's going to start tomorrow. And it's always the best thing because it is extra products in your kit. So you will get $165 in products for just $99 in the US. And of course, with the new catalog, there is more than enough that I'm sure you would like to order. So that's really amazing. And this is happening all month. Well, I should say almost all month long. It starts tomorrow through the end of the month. Of course, joining Stampin' Up! Comes with just an incredible number of perks. And of course, being a part of my team has even more. So we do a lot of stuff. There's so many things happening. We have a wonderful, positive, uplifting community of demonstrators all over the country, which I just love. And there's tons and tons and tons happening in our team Facebook group. We have a very active group, lots of creative challenges, lots of sharing, lots of fun stuff. We've got weekly trainings, monthly team meetings, just all kinds of things. So we would love to have you be a part of our Stampin' Up! Family. And it is a great time to join Stampin' Up!, of course, because your starter kit can be all new fabulous goodies from the new catalog and online exclusive launches that start again tomorrow. I also have a designer series paper share happening. Make sure that you are registered tonight because I will be putting my order in. And because of my trip, I'm not going to be able to do a second round. So whoever is registered tonight, or if I have, like, if the numbers work out and I have leftovers, that's all she wrote. So I got to get this ordered tomorrow, and we would love to give you a sampling of these papers. I'm going to be using 2 of them on my projects today, so you'll get to see what they look like. And then, of course, I do have a few spots left for my watercolor with Dina. It's 1 month from tomorrow. Oh my gosh. If you are already registered, I have an email going out tomorrow with some more information, so watch for that. It is going to be an incredible weekend. I cannot wait. We've already been working on prepping your goodies here, and it will be a wonderful event that you will not want to miss. We had such a good time that first round. All right, let's see. Tanya said, how do we play bingo? Do you need bingo cards, or how does it work? No, you don't need bingo cards. We actually have bingo card, or we actually have you pick bingo numbers and then we draw them as we go. Don't worry if you've never played, we will explain it all at the very beginning. It's a lot of fun. Oh, Barb hopped on, bless your heart, and said the Stamp Happy Party's at 7 p.m. Central. Okay, I'm glad we clarified that. Awesome. All right. Okay, so let's get stamping. The first project that we're going to create today is going to feature the Sunrise Sailing. This is a bundle that includes a folder, and it's a hybrid folder. And what that means is this largest die will not only die cut but also emboss. So let me just stick this in here so it kind of works like that. So it die cuts and embosses, and it's a really fun way that they put everything together. So I am going to start with a card base that is Secret C. Is that right? Yes. I was calling it Sea Secret the other day, and I was like, no, that's not right. This is probably my favorite new in color, to be honest. I love it so much because it is a really neat, deep, like indigo color, for lack of a better term. It's not black, but it's not blue. I mean, it is blue, but it's not like navy. I don't know. It's really awesome. It's a very versatile color. I think you'll come to see. It's like a neutral color. It's also a color I love when I'm watercolor painting, so that's kind of fun. Now I took the bottom of this embossing folder and embossed a piece of cloud cover. And I want to mention cloud cover for a minute. Cloud cover, as you may have heard, is not available right now. And it will be available as a refill, as a marker, I believe as a Stampin' Blend, but not as a normal ink pad like this kind of ink pad. And the reason is because there was a problem with the ink formulation. So long story short, Stampin' Up! Decided to not keep it as a pad because the time it would take to make sure it worked correctly wasn't going to work in the Stampin' Up! Schedule, since it is a limited time offering. And so long story short, we as demonstrators can purchase ours. By the way, I just stamped this in Secret C, and then I will die cut it. I also want to use Darling Duckling to stamp on my sails. So Stampin' Up! Has decided that the stock that they have available will be available for demonstrators only to purchase. And what you get is what you get. So if you get a defective ink pad, that is what you get. There's no backs. And they're while supplies last. And then for everybody else, if you want to make yourself an ink pad, you can make a spot, an uninked spot with a refill. And what they found is that the spot, which has the linen finish for the pad, is where the ink is fine, but when they put it in the firm foam, which is what this kind of pad is, that is where there were issues. And so there weren't issues with the spot, but there were issues with this, but not all of these. So long story short, it's not going to be available for purchase unless you're a demonstrator and while supplies last. So there you go. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I die cut this ahead of time just to make my video a little smoother, but I didn't stamp the inside of my flag. And then I wanted to give this a little bit of a pop of color. So I'm gonna take some real red and do the base of my boat and stamp that like so on there. Okay, so now I've got Darling Duckling, not Ugly Duckling. That sure is what I want to say, though. Darling Duckling, Real Red, and Secret C on my card here. I'm going to add this, popped up, of course, to the water that I've kind of embossed on here, which I just love. And then I'm also, I also die cut ahead of time a couple of clouds, which I'm going to add here. Actually, I think I'll put this one over here and this one over here. And how fun is that? And then I wanted to take a sentiment from my stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that in Secret C. I think I will do Best Wishes. This set comes with a bunch of, actually, no, that's not right. Well, actually, the Best Wishes goes on the inside. Sorry. Okay, so I wanted to do congratulations. And I'm going to just stamp that on a scrap of my, not ugly duckling, darling duckling. I'm going to have a hard time with that. Okay, so I'm just going to quick trim that out. Sorry, my trimmer is just off camera here. Okay, so I've got about a 5/8-ish panel of cardstock that I'm going to use for this. Okay, now I wanted to add, there's a little like bird stamp, so I wanted to add a couple of birds stamping in here, like so. And aren't those just so cute? Love this. And then I think that's everything. Now, if I had the Secret Sea or cloud cover ribbon, that's what I'd tie around here, but I don't. So I'm going to use this basic beige classic ribbon. And I really like this ribbon. It's really a nice, it's a nice looking ribbon. So we're just going to tie some of this around here. But when I order my ribbon tomorrow and everything is right in the world, we could use that on my card in the future. But I think this is really going to be a fun bundle to work with. Lots and lots of possibilities. Oh goodness, I already want to watercolor this one. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then what I also love about this is there are some smaller sailboats in here, so you don't have just the big one. So we're going to put those on the inside of our card. All right, so I've got that attached. I'm going to adhere this to the to my card front, and I'll stick this on like so. Oh, yep, got some ink on my fingertips. Nobody's going to notice that because I can stick a cloud right over the top of that. No problem. Okay. So I've got my dimensionals. I think I'm going to even grab a couple minis to stick on the sides here, just to hold this boat hull part up. Oh, this reminds me of going sailing in California and fearing for my life. That was the next adventure with my sister. Oh, goodness. All right, so I'm going to add these clouds. I love when a set has cloud dies. I just think that's really awesome and is really fun for just so many different things. Okay, so look at how nice that is. And then we're going to add our congratulations. Now, I think this would make a great, like, graduation card. It would make a nice shower card. It would make a nice retirement card because there's a retirement sentiment in here. So many different possibilities. And going to stick that kind of out to the end like so. Ah, love it. All right, then on the inside of my card, I'm going to grab a panel of basic white, and then we've got in the stamp set some, there's dies, but then there's also stamps. Ah, here we go. Sorry, my dimensionals were covering this up. So I'm going to ink this up in Secret Sea. And this is how I have found I can make some cloud cover, is by stamping off the ink 2 or 3 times. And then what's left over at that point is pretty light ink that is almost cloud cover. But I'm going to take it up one more notch, and I die cut the sailboat. There's a medium and a small. This is the smaller one, and then there's one kind of in between the two sizes of sailboats that are in the dies. And so I'm just gonna put a little of adhesive on here like so, and that can just be kind of floating in the water. And before I get too carried away, I'm going to take and just do a little ink blending on here. I'm going to get rid of a lot of this ink. So there's just a little bit left. And then I'm going to kind of blend the bottom of this like so. Again, this is a great thing to do when we get our cloud cover ink pad in. And then I will add this over the top with a couple of glue dots. Patricia asks why it's always the darker colors you stick your finger in. I know. It's like Murphy's Law or something. I would agree. That is 100% how it happens. Okay, so now you can just kind of line that up on the die, and how cute is that? And then finally, we're going to add our best wishes on the inside. So we had congratulations on the outside and best wishes on the inside. Super nice. So a great masculine card stamp set, which I think is really nice, but definitely works for anybody. I mean, anyone would like this. Okay, now I do want to maybe jazz this up a little bit. To keep it kind of on the masculine side, I think I will just add some of our matte dots. These are neutral matte dots. Real nice because they kind of can be whatever you need them to be. And I think we're good there. So, such a fun bundle. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to play with, especially with summer coming up. So I think you guys are going to like this one. If it's not already on your list, I think it's a good one to add. It's not as flashy as some of the other things, but I think it's just a really good all-purpose set that you'll get a lot of use out of. Okay. I'm going to throw my dies back in here before I lose them, and then we're going to make our next card. But first, we got to clean up a little. I made a big old mess, and I gotta tuck away all of my stuff. Gosh, I might. Ugh. Hold on. Okay. Gosh, that's pretty. Okay, I think I've got all the pieces for this. I'm going to set them over here. And let's make our next card. Okay, this next card is a definite change of pace. We're not going to use Secret Sea on this card, but we are going to use one of my other new favorite in colors. Though it's not a totally new color. It is a returning color that we've had before, which is kind of interesting. Let's see. How do we order the cloud cover ink pad and spot? I'm looking through the website and it doesn't come up. Yeah, it won't come up till tomorrow. So that's why it's not coming up. The spot, by the way, is not going to be an inked spot. You can just get an uninked spot with a refill. There will not be a cloud cover specifically inked spot. So I hope that helps. Okay, this next card, I think we're going to use a crumb cake card base, but we might change our mind, and it's my card. I can change my mind if I want to. But I think cloud cover is a lovely, oh my gosh, what am I saying? Cloud cover. I think crumb cake is a lovely color to go with this card. Now, this is part of the Impressions A Bloom bundle, and the Floral Impressions is the name of the suite. It's got just gorgeous designer series paper. Look at this rainbow of flowers. Oh my goodness. So I struggled a little choosing the pattern for this one because there's just so many pretty ones. But if you look in this pack of paper, there are just all kinds of beautiful colors and flowers and patterns in here. This one right here is another one of my very favorites. Look at those colors. Okay, so I wanted something really springy. So I chose this pattern, which is going to go with Strawberry Slush. And I thought that would look great on my my kind of neutral crumb cake card base, but like I said, we might change. We'll see. So I cut myself a piece of DSP. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I die cut out of my 4 by 5 1/4 inch layer this large oval. And this set comes with 2 oval dies. So one is going to cut this plain Jane oval right here. And then this one is going to cut 2 pieces, a slightly smaller oval. So like you could layer these, or you could take and this will fit on here like kind of like a puzzle almost. It's not, it doesn't fit around it, but it's not smaller or bigger than it. I guess it sort of lines up with it, if that makes sense. We'll adhere it together. This is a good use for multi-purpose adhesive sheets as far as adhering them, because I, of course, thought of that after I die cut it, which I don't know about you, but that's when I always think of using my multi-purpose adhesive sheets. So that's okay, we'll use liquid glue. So let me adhere these 2 pieces together. I also love that I was able to kind of get a twofer out of this panel of cardstock. You know, since we cover it all up, we may as well die cut that window out of it so that we can use this. So now obviously I die cut my white oval and I'm going to put this piece over the top, and then this piece I'll just save in my stamp set for another time so that I can use it again. I often put those in clear envelopes, by the way, to keep them nice in my stamp set. Okay, then what I wanted to do is take and add some flowers to this. So I die cut a few of these flowers in, I've got a Strawberry Slush flower, I've got a Flirty Flamingo flower, and then I've also got a Petal Pink flower. And how pretty do all of those look on here? So fun. Okay, and now I did just come up with something else that I think I'm going to do. And you're probably going to laugh at me, but that's okay. I laugh at me too. What I think I want to do is actually take and die cut a second piece of paper for this. I think I'm going to die cut this piece. So let me cut real quick a hunk of this. So what I want to do is have just like this much on here. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm just going to take this piece and run it through my machine partially. So you can see I get a partial out of this. So I'm going to just stick that on there like so. And then because I'm sneaky, I am very sneaky like this, I'm going to also run a couple of leaves through here at the same time. Well, not because I'm sneaky as much as I forgot to do leaves. So we'll do a few of these. And then we are going to put our card together. Okay, and I also have some centers that I die cut out of some pecan pie. But I think this is going to be super fun. So that Post-it kind of holds my piece straight on my die. And then see. Let us stick this on. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. What is the color that returned? Oh, strawberry slush, yeah. So strawberry slush was in color, gosh, many years ago, like 10 plus years ago, I would say. And they brought it back, and actually I'm kind of loving it. It's just a great color. And it fits in so nicely, as you can see here. This is Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink, and this looks fantastic with that, but it also goes with lots of other colors too, which, so you'll be seeing plenty of that coming up. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to adhere this to my card, and I'm thinking the best way to do that would be to run a very skinny bead of liquid glue on here, and maybe not on every square inch of this, but like on part of it. That should adhere it enough. And then we're going to kind of further adhere it with some ribbon too. How fun. Okay. So isn't that cute? Now you, again, you can kind of work this however you want. Another option would have been for me to die cut the white piece to fit right in the center of this, because as you can see, there is just a little bit of overlap, not a lot to adhere that piece, and that would work too, but I chose to go this route. I'm going to tie on here some white ribbon. So I've got this, I guess this is just called white ribbon. It's kind of skinny. It's like 1/4 of an inch, I'd say, which is sort of perfect. And I'm just going to tie some of this on to my card here. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth has 5 packs of strawberry slush already. That is so, like, from when we used to carry it. That is amazing. I don't think I had any, maybe just a few odds and ends. But I don't believe I had any. So good for you. I did find my pad. It was the old style pad, so I went ahead and got the new one. Just because I love the foam so much. So, oh, look at how cute that is. Loving this. We're going to need to pop that up on our card. I mean, I think you can all agree that is how that's going to have to go. Well, you guys are prepared for like a crafting disaster with all of this cardstock you have on hand. Like, impressive. You will be okay. All right. Oh, look at how fun that is. So now I'm just going to arrange my little flowers on here, and this is where I wasn't 100% sure how I wanted to do this, but I think, I think this is going to be very fun. You can see I'm kind of turning them in different directions. I also had this extra flower here just in case, but I think I like the 3 colors, and you can see I can have them kind of on here in different places. So I love this die because not only can you stamp the image, so there's like 2 steps for stamping, and then you can die cut it, or you can die cut it like this out of colored cardstock with this kind of texture-y piece, or you can combine both. So there's a lot of options on this, which is really nice. And I love when they do stuff like that. So I think this is going to be a really versatile bundle for people to use. Okay, so then I'm going to place this one, I think, right there. And then this one I will pop up over here like that. So cute. All right, and then we need glue dots again to put these centers in. Now I did the centers in pecan pie, which I think is perfect for this because it's kind of a nice rich color. And you will find it in the designer series paper as well. So it looks really great with these pinks, I think. So how fun is that? Now we can adhere this to our card. Now here's where I'm going to need your help a little bit. Should we stick with the crumb cake or, sorry, I'm trying to grab Flirty Flamingo. So crumb cake card base or Flirty Flamingo card base. Or we could do a wild card and do Old Olive. Ooh. Okay, so you have 3 options. Let me know in the comments which you like the best. And then we will decide, but I'm going to quick die cut some leaves. Because I forgot to do that when I had my machine going here a minute ago. Oh my gosh, these leaves look like angel wings. Okay, so keep the votes coming. I love when you guys vote for stuff. Okay, so let me quick run this through my machine and then we will choose. Okay, I feel like Old Olive is winning. I had so many options this time. Usually I have 2, not 3. But let us go with Old Olive. I think that's the one. Uh-oh, Brenda's mad. You guys are using emojis. I love it. Voting by emoji. Perfect. What, Brenda, what emoji is that? I can't tell. Oh, it looks like a crumb cake. I get it. I was like, is that an angry face? I had to get closer to see. Okay, so I die cut some flowers, or leaves, pardon me. Let's stick some of those in, because I think whenever you add leaves to something like this, it really fills out the project, and it, I think, adds a lot, in my super unbiased personal opinion. That is obviously very correct. Oh, see, doesn't that already look better? And then y'all seem to like the Old Olive quite a bit. Oh, Brenda, it's a coffee cake. That's funny. There we go. Oh my gosh, isn't this card just really coming together? Okay, so Old Olive, Flirty Flamingo. I actually think I like Flirty Flamingo better. Are y'all gonna revolt if I do Flirty Flamingo? Flirty Flamingo or Old Olive? I think I gotta go with Flirty Flamingo, you guys. Don't be mad. But I'm overruling your voting. I never said it was 100% democracy. It's sometimes decisions have to be overridden in this world. So we're gonna just stick that on like that. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna set that aside for a minute. We're gonna come back to it, but I want to also do the inside real quick. So I've got a piece of my cardstock here, and I'm going to add to this a little sliver of my designer series paper, you know, because it's just pretty. And everybody loves when stuff coordinates on the inside, right? All right, so I'm going to adhere this to the bottom here, and then I'm going to add this extra flower that we've got, and I feel like somewhere I must have a little center to this in my pecan pie. You know, I could have tried pecan pie. That could have worked too. I stand by my flirty flamingo though. I think it's okay. And then I'm just going to tuck this leaf in here like so. Oh, so cute. Let's just trim off this excess. Ariana won. I love it. Good thinking, Ariana. I like how you operate. Besides, what little girl doesn't like a little pink in her life? Pink is always a good idea, right? Yeah, I had a feeling this leaf was going to be too close. Let's just stick it in there a little further. Okay, there we go. Oh, so pretty. All right, now we need to add a little sentiment to this. And I was thinking, I actually changed my mind a little bit of what I wanted to do, but sometimes that's how it works. I'm going to stamp thanks on here, and I'm going to actually do it in, I think I'm actually going to do it in some early espresso. Just because I really want a nice dark color, and then the brown versus black is going to be nice because we're going to stamp it right directly on that DSP. Oh my gosh, that could have turned out differently, huh? We're okay. Wow. Now, I'm going to add to this. We've got these new strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems. They are delightful. I've got like little gold flecks in them, and they're just super pretty. So I'm going to use a few of those, but I'm going to use the gold ones because we've got a lot of things happening here. And I think these are going to be just fine on our card. Now I don't like how I put that on there, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Like that. Oh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Okay, and then there's one more thing that I really want to do. And that is actually to spritz this. And I'm going to actually spritz it with this 100. This is those neutral tone blends. And let me get some stuff out of the way. And I'm just going to spritz like that. Ooh, and that adds kind of a fun little touch to our card. And then, you know, whenever I spritz, I want to spritz with shimmer as well. So I might have spritz regret. I don't know. I can't decide yet. But I never have shimmer spritz regret because that's just always a good idea. So there we have just such a pretty card. Now I have thanks on the outside. So on the inside, I'm going to add my other sentiment, which I have promptly lost. I appreciate you. We're going to put that on the inside of our card. And we will do that, I think, up here. And now this time I'm going to use pecan pie. I didn't think it would be dark enough to stamp on that DSP, but it is definitely dark enough for the inside of our card. And there we go. Oh, I love it. So pretty. I hope you guys liked that one. Then we're going to switch gears again. This time we're going to work with that beautiful gallery suite. Okay, so let me clean up my mess again. It's amazing how much mess can be made. Almost there though. Okay. Now this next card is another beautiful card, but in a different way. We're going to start with a Secret C card base again. That was our first card base, and this is where you can see how versatile this color is. On our first card, we used it with Darling Duckling, a little pop of red, and Cloud Cover. This time, we're going to use Cloud Cover once again, but a very different pop of color. So I'm going to quick cut a layer of paper for the front of this. Actually, I'm going to change my mind again. I'm going to cut the DSP to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I'm going to cut a piece of Cloud Cover to 4 by 5 1/4 to layer on top of this. Oh yes, thank you so much, Stacy. I would be so grateful if you could give me the thumbs up. That really helps so much with the YouTube. They love it when you like my videos, and they also love it when you comment. So whether you're watching live or the recording later on, oh, that would be so appreciated. Okay, so I've got this layer. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to my card. So some of this beautiful designer series paper. Let me show you this paper because, oh my goodness, it's really pretty. And it was designed by the artists at Stampin Up. So we've got this beautiful vase and a really beautiful damask pattern on the back, a cool scene, and a beautiful paper on the back design. Look at this fun design. That's actually going to be the focus of our card today. I used the backside right here, which I love. Such pretty art. And then another cool pattern. Actually, this is the cool pattern. Love that painty kind of look. This is kind of like an old photograph. I think it was based on an old photograph, but this is, I believe, actually like pencil created by a Stampin' Up! Artisan. And then a cool design on the back, another kind of vintagey scene, and another cool print on the back, another cool scene, more damask pattern on the back, another pretty one. This is my other favorite pattern, and oh, another gorgeous pattern on the back. Another beautiful kind of seaside scene. I swear my grandparents had a painting kind of like this in their house. Look at this one. So pretty. And then, ooh, a map on the back. And then finally, this little countryside pattern with kind of a cool textured pattern on the back. So isn't that gorgeous? That's the beautiful gallery designer series paper. So many gorgeous patterns, which of course you will get a sampling of if you sign up for my designer series paper share. Links in the description of this video. All right, so I mentioned I was going to use that kind of cool damask pattern, and here it is. I cut a 3 by 3 piece of it, which I love because you can get 4 out of a sheet. And I'm going to adhere that to this piece of white cardstock that is 3 1/4 by 4. I think it's 4 3/4 or 4 1/2. I can't remember. Let's measure. Let's measure, shall we? 4 1/2. All right, and this is going to give me some room at the bottom to add my sentiment. And my sentiment is going to be, I'm here for you always, and we'll stamp that in our secret C. Kind of right there in the corner, like that. Let's close this ink pad up because I just feel like something bad is going to happen. Now, so this is a big suite. There's 2 bundles, in here the beautiful motifs and then the gallery blooms. Now the gallery blooms have these beautiful blooms, and then there's also this double frame. And this is going to cut out 2 different frames plus a center piece that you can use. And then there's dies that cut all of these pieces out plus some additional pieces. Then we also have this sentiment set that has really cool dies in it. I'm going to use the others on our card here. So I die cut these 2 pops of color dies, and one is in, this is Peach Pie, and then the other is in Timid Tiger. Now, Timid Tiger is a really awesome color. I don't know if this is the name for it. I mean, I know it's the name for it because that Stampin' Up chose, but I feel like we had a color called Peach Parfait, and gosh, this reminds me more of that. I feel like it's more of a peachy color than an orange color, but I guess I haven't done the legwork on what color a tiger is. Is it orange? Is it peach? I don't know. But anyway, so I think it goes great with Peach Pie, and so I'm going to put these 2 pieces on here like that. And I just love the pop of color on this designer series paper and against these colors. I just think it's really beautiful. So what I'm going to do is just kind of dab a few dabs of my liquid glue on here. Again, probably would have been a great way to use your multi-purpose adhesive sheets, but you know, I always think of that after I've already die cut things. And I'm not going to lie when I tell you I'm too lazy to die cut stuff. Okay, so that's going to sit on here like so. Okay, and then just dab that on there like that. And they'll just kind of sit on top of each other. And hold them down for just, well, now stick. I know I had glue. There we go. I was going to say, I know I had glue down there. Okay, so we've got those on there, which is really fun. Personally, I would like to pop the whole thing up, but that's all right. But what I'm going to do instead, I'll pop this whole panel up. I'm going to add some ribbon to this. And I was going to tie it around here, but I think I'm actually going to do a bow instead. So I'm coming back to this basic beige. I want to say this is called classic ribbon. Yeah. And this ribbon is just really nice. It ties nice. It's thin, so it's not, you know, it's not going to be a big fat lump on your card. It's going to be pretty reasonable. And I just love the pop of color on this kind of neutral panel here. So I don't know, should we stick it right there or should we stick it down here? Higher or lower? Let me know. We're going to, either way you slice it, we're popping this baby up though. I guess what I could do is throw a panel under here. And then, ooh, maybe that's what I'll do. Oh, but you all are saying lower. Oh, you guys are going to make this hard. Yeah, it's kind of, well, you know what? I wish I would have put this Timid Tiger piece up a little higher. Yeah, I'm not going to rip it off. I kind of like it like that. I think I'm going to override you guys again. Gosh, I don't typically do that. I just go with what you say. I hope you'll agree that it's going to look good in the end, like this. Okay, so I'm just going to put my piece of paper on here. Do you guys love how I change my mind in the middle of cards? I do that a lot. Like, I always have it figured out. Well, I should say most of the time I have it figured out. And then I love kind of changing things on the fly. Sometimes as you're in the middle of creating, you just decide that it's better, or you think of something different or whatever. It kind of makes me giggle how that happens though. But today, man, I am going a little bit against the grain. Oh, I just love this card so much though. Okay. All right. I'm going to stick this on, and we are going to have a beauty of a card. Just going to kind of turn that a little bit. I didn't quite get it up high enough. Oh my gosh. Ugh. There we go. Oh, I think that's very nice. Okay, now, but wait, there's more. So there's a couple options. Having trouble finding them. Okay, so we've got, these are the pressed flower motifs. These are like heavy. This is the Oscars of our embellishments, meaning that like an Oscar award, it's really heavy. They're heavy. And then this is the In Color Flat Pearls. You can see I've used the Ugly Duckling ones already. So we could use either one of these. I feel like I'm actually going to go with these. I do really like these In Color pearls, though. They're very pretty. And what I also love about them is I think there's a certain amount of crossover that can happen with other colors, which is going to be really nice as well. So I'll put a couple on there, and probably just leave it like that. Okay, so gorgeous. Okay, now the inside of our card. We for sure need to do something with that. Okay, so I've got some leftover piece of paper, so obviously we're just going to put that on there because we wouldn't want to not use this gorgeous pattern. I mean, that would just be like sacrilege, right? And then we have like an innie and an outie sentiment on here. So I'm here for you always, and then I'm going to add thinking of you. Now, if I would have been thinking just a little further along with this, I would probably have put another die cut piece right here, but I did not think of that. There is like a little smaller one. This one right here. That would fit nicely right there. So I could probably just go ahead and die cut that piece right now, couldn't I? Do I have a scrap? You would think I would. You'd be wrong though. Ah, I can't find one. Well, here we go. I think I'm going to do Timid Tiger because okay. There we go. Oh, isn't that kind of perfect? And I will just put a couple little dabs of glue on here to stick this in place. And then what an amazing card we have. Oh. We'll add that to the inside. So I will have this all, I will have this all posted onto my website tomorrow for you. Let's take a look at these beautiful projects that we made today. Such a variety. We kind of have a fun happy card, a masculine fun happy card, and a fancy beautiful card. So a little bit of everything on this one, which I just love. So tomorrow the new catalog goes live, or late tonight, depending on where you are or how late you stay up. The new catalog is just so wonderful. Of course, there's also online exclusives. So besides just the catalog itself, like this is an online exclusives bundle. Watch for all the new products because there's all kinds of fun things. Don't forget that when you shop, you will earn 10% in rewards back, kind of like a punch card with Stampin' Up. Those rewards are stored in your account, but you do need to opt in. It will flash a thing that says, do you want to opt in? You have to agree to the terms and conditions. If you asked me what they were, I couldn't tell you, but basically it means that your rewards last for a year. I mean, that's like the most important part of it. So they're really, it's really important that you do agree to that because if you don't, you will not earn rewards. And so I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. But it's a really great opportunity to earn some rewards you can use on a future purchase. And it's kind of like Kohl's Cash, if you will. We all know how that works, right? It's kind of like that. But they expire after a year. So it's not like Kohl's Cash where you only have you have to wait 2 weeks and then you can use it. You can use it on your next purchase and then you've got a year before they expire. So anyway, it's a really great program and it's so good for our customers. So I think you guys are going to love it. And the minimum order is only $20. So that's a great opportunity. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being with me here today. Again, if you could give me the thumbs up, that helps so much. I really, really appreciate it. And if you want to share this video, that also helps. And of course, if you want to shop in my online store tomorrow, join me for bingo or for my designer series paper share. All of those things help so much and I would love to have you be a part of it. It's going to be so much fun this week, friends. If you have questions about anything, please holler. Otherwise, I will see you right back here next Monday. Bye, guys.